Hello,
Hello,
welcome.
everybody.
I'm Mike,
I'm Renee.
and we are Twin Soul Alchemy. Today, I think we're going to be talking about something different, about protection. And, have you ever been to the grocery store and, you kind of get all this energy, or you get anxious or anxiety through just going to a grocery store or a public place? This is probably because you're picking up energies inside the grocery store. So one of the things I feel like we should talk about today is, realizing what energy is yours, and also how to protect yourself when you go into public places, or you are, in this environment where you're susceptible to picking up different energies, and this happens a lot. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, even if they don't know what's going on. There's something there where it's like they get anxious or something when they go into
And it doesn't just have to be out in public. It could be in your own home. It could be the workplace. A lot of us right now are feeling collective energy. So collective energy is just energies all around the world that we're feeling right now. We're not sure why we're feeling this particular way. Why do we have this anxiousness, this sadness, this fear? And I know that could be a really hard concept to really understand. But for people who are highly sensitive to energies, and right now, especially for people who are not sensitive to energies, and people who are newly waking up, we have a mass awakening happening, and it's going to continue to the end of the year. It's really good to know, like last week, we talked about grounding, but also being able to protect your energy from other people's energy, or from, the collective energy and what's going on. So we're here today to give you some tips and tricks to help you with that. And with that said, what's your first?
Well, and I feel like it's important to say that, when I was waking up, I was always attuned to this, where I was able to pick up energies going into places, or when I was in school, I would pick up energies in the classroom. And, it took a long time to realize that I can, protect my energy, and also, cast it out, so I can set the intention in places. So I feel like that's important, to set intentions for, positive energy into places that might have a negative attachment to it.
And what we mean by intention is, before you go outside, setting the intention is like setting a statement of things that maybe you don't want, or you could want, into your energetic field, right? So my intention every morning, I set an intention every morning when I wake up, and the intention is, I'm going to have an amazing day, or a kick-ass day, or today is going to be really amazing. Same when you're a highly sensitive person, or somebody who is considered an empath. And for people who don't know what empaths are, we can cover that in another show. But just people who take on a lot of energy from other people around them. I have been an empath and very highly sensitive since a very, very young age. So I could really gauge a room even when I was 5. That could go back to my parents, telling you, and I could know who to stay away from. I could know who needed a little bit more of an energy boost. And so things like that, I never really understood what an intention was, or how to protect my energy, until I was an adult. Because I had no one to support me in that, or to explain that to me, because no one else really knew what that was. So setting an intention for everything is key. So before you go out in public, or before you go to the workplace, setting the intention that, your energy is going to stay clean and clear. And being able to recognize, what is your energy and what is not. So if you go to work, or you're in the house and somebody comes home and they're cranky, and you were happy right before they came home, and then all of a sudden you're grumpy, you've taken on somebody else's energy. So it's important to know that you control whose energy you can take on, and whose energy that you cannot take on.
Well, it's really allowing, what energies are you allowing in your, and this takes practice, because it can be very overwhelming, or it can make you, anxious if you don't know how. It can make you not want to go to the grocery store or not want to go to work because of the energies you're exposed to. But you could still be able to go to these things. It's all about protecting your energy, and being able to use these tools or setting the intentions to really be able to go places without, draining your energy or without getting, anxious or, going through those, the fear, or whatever it is. It could be a mixed bunch of emotions and stuff that you can be exposed to, but it's all about protecting that. And I feel like what Renee was saying is spot on, setting the intention. And also, a hard thing is also realizing what your energy is before, knowing what your energy, and a good way to know this is to, call back your energy. So say you're going to a grocery store and you're feeling great before, or work, and you're feeling great before you walk in. And as soon as you walk in or as soon as you leave, there's something off, or you feel anxious, or you feel, that distress in your, like your spidey sense in a sense. But you can always reclaim your energy. So Renee will kind of tell you how she does it, because I feel like she does a really good job of clearing her energy. And we also implement this with our kids as well.
Yes. So keep it simple. That's what I tell people. Keep it simple. I had a mentor who taught me that. And so if I'm not feeling correct, if I'm not feeling 100%, or I know that I walked in and somebody's energy got stuck on me and I realized, oh, I didn't protect my energy, I usually say, I reclaim my energy back to me now, clean and clear. And then I say, please return this person's energy back to them with love and light. And usually right away, I've noticed a shift. And then I'll set an intention that nobody else's energy is going to be stuck on me or can get through me. And what I do is I imagine a bubble going around me. And this bubble is filled with, source, spirit, or God consciousness. And I just ask that within this bubble, only my energy exists. And it's truly as simple as that. It's important to make sure that when you reclaim your energy or bring your energy back to you, that it's clean and clear. So it's devoid of having anybody else's energy on it. And you'll also notice, if you're a highly sensitive, energetic person, that there's going to be different ways that you can tell that you have somebody else's energy. Like Mike was saying, sometimes you might be a physical sensitive person. So if you see someone with a boot on their ankle or their leg, and all of a sudden your leg is hurting, whereas before it wasn't, then you know that you're picking up that person's energy. Or someone hunched over and they look like they're in pain because their back is hurting or their hips. You will definitely pick up on that. So know there are many different sensitivities that you can pick up. You can pick up emotional, you can pick up physical, you can pick up different energetic sounds from them. And so just kind of gauge where you're at on that scale, and, just imagine a bubble around you, give them back their energy and bring your energy back to you. And I promise you, it will make all the difference in the world.
Well, and I feel like this is important to talk about, because for a lot of people, this is the first step.
Yes.
This is the first step. So if you're just getting into tune with your gifts, your abilities, you've had, these things since a kid, but you haven't had anything to nurture that or to grow it. This is the first step, I feel, to really reclaiming your power, reclaiming your energy, and also moving forth.
Yeah.
And I feel like, a lot of people are waking up, as Renee was saying right now. So this energy, this shift that we're going through on a, cosmic level might be messing with your aura, or might be messing with your environment and putting you into a state of chaos or discomfort. And I feel like it's important that we know that we have these tools to reclaim our energy, to find ourselves in this time and really grow from this. So that's why I felt like it was so important to cover this today, because I feel like it is the first step. because we all are attuned to this. And as I said, I was attuned to this as a real young age, but I didn't have anyone to really express that to, like, oh, I have energies, or I go into a room and I, pick up these energies. It's not like something you really talk about when you're younger, and something you have to process as you get older. But it's just giving you these tools, because I feel like a lot of people can benefit from these. And if you're listening to this, start implementing what we were saying. When you start feeling this energetic change, and see how it changes. Because didn't you say you helped your sister out with this, where she was in a grocery store and she was able to kick energy off of her instantly?
So a really good example. We were in a grocery store, but we were in TJ Maxx up in New England, and we're walking by, and I could feel somebody's energy trying to poke through my bubble. And I just said, nope, absolutely not. And I walked away. Well, it hopped onto my sister, and she's always been a very highly sensitive individual. And then all of a sudden she was like, I'm getting a migraine. And she started freaking out. And I told her to take a deep breath. And I told her, just to say, please send that lady's energy back to her with love and light. And I reclaimed my energy back to her, and instantly it went away. Mm-hmm. And I just explained to her, I'm like, you're just getting an overwhelming amount of people's energy, and this will help you. Because she always, she goes, I'm happy one moment, and then it's like a massive mood swing over here. So it's always important to recognize this and practice this. So grounding is definitely a must, and we went over that last week. If you didn't watch that, then go ahead and watch that. Different ways to ground, and then protecting your energy is very, very crucial. And as you get more powerful, I don't want to say powerful, sorry, as you get more attuned to your energy, you'll be able to shift energy away and stand in your power, and then some energy just won't even hit you. And it's amazing to do that. So,
well, and if you need more help with, implementing the steps, you can find us on Twin Soul Alchemy at Facebook.
Yes.
We're actually having a membership now where we're, cultivating spiritual beginnings and spiritual journeys. So, if you have any other questions, you can find us on there. And, I hope everyone has an amazing night.
Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.